I might have been one of few people. Maybe there was more people. Let me know in the comments when I make my statement here. When I saw the Infinity Saga movies, there's one point where I thought something happened that happened in the comic books, but did not necessarily translate well to the big screen. And that was, for me, Professor Hulk. Now, if you'll remember, and I wish I can remember what movie it was in. Let's see. I can't remember what movie it was in where Thanos dealt Hulk his defeat. What movie? Let's see. I should have remembered that, but there's so many details I don't remember from the Marvel movies because there was so many of them. There was a time where there was like a Marvel movie coming out really like several times within a year. You had two or three Marvel movies coming out. What movie did Hulk uh, get defeated by Thanos? For some reason, I'm thinking it was the Thor movie, but I don't remember. Okay, so it was Avengers Infinity War. Hulk was defeated by Thanos in Avengers Infinity War 2018. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. And I believe if I'm not mistaken, in that movie, Thanos teleported Hulk to, why can't I remember the name of the planet now? Anyway, that's beside the point. Part of it, but beside the point. I took issue with how easily Thanos defeated Hulk. And it almost seemed like Hulk tucked tail and was ready to run. Now the problem with this is if you look through Hulk's comic battle history, you don't really see a point where Hulk cowers from a battle. He just gets angry, and as he gets angrier, he gets stronger. He's almost, not quite, but Incredible Hulk is almost unstoppable because at what point, what could you do to thwart the Incredible Hulk? Because if you defeat him, if you put him down, if you execute something, some move upon him that takes him down, he's just going to get angry and he's going to come back stronger. And it's not going to end, almost to the point where you have to teleport him somewhere else, which is where, if my memory serves me correctly, where what happened within uh the Marvel movies kind of makes sense. But I can't. I did was it when he went off into the ship that he got to that other planet? I don't think Thanos teleported him. My memory is jumbled with all of these movies. Suffice it to say, he was defeated too easily. I saw that and I remember being like, it was jarring. Like, wait a minute, what? How does this work? I understand why it was done in the grand scheme of the plot. This was everything leading up to and surrounding Professor Hulk. I get it. But this is where you make the evaluation. Does Professor Hulk work for the big screen? And if not, go another direction. Needless to say, the movie was still good. It wasn't like the movie was bad. That was just a sticking point for me. And I remember that. And if I watch that movie again, which I haven't watched it in years, that will be a moment where I'm like, yeah, that they didn't stick that landing for me. The movie was still good, but that part. Anyway, this is what got me excited about this article right here. Because maybe, so I heard a rumor some months ago, and I believe I mentioned it, where it was stated that Savage Hulk, is actually going to return in the upcoming Spider-Man movie. And I'm here for it because that I believe this is the version of Hulk that we all want to see. So anyway, Hulk gets terrifying new form ahead of MCU return. Now, this article is talking about Hulk Smash Everything, which this is something I have in the tuck. I've not read it yet, but it's definitely in the tuck and I'm going to read it. And I was in my local comic book shop maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago talking to someone about this book. And he is a fan of Hulk. And he was talking to me about some different things going on with Incredible Hulk in Marvel. And he mentioned Hulk Smash Everything, asked me if I had read this yet. And I told him no. And he let me know it's actually really good. So let's see what this article has to say. There have been many incarnations of the Incredible Hulk over the years. Some had gray skin instead of green. Some retained Bruce Banner's amazing intellect. And some were even more savage than the classic Jade Giant. One such form was revealed in Hulk Smash Everything #3, and it may be the strongest Hulk yet. Now that's saying something. If they have revealed and unleashed a Hulk and Hulk Smash Everything that's more powerful than what we've seen in any of the other Hulk runs, this is definitely something I need to read. Written by Ryan North with art by Vincenzo Carratù, Hulk Smash Everything #3 opens with the Jade Giant falling into a black hole. So you already got my interest there. Hulk falling into a black hole. Now I'm wondering, why is he in this black hole? How did he get here? And how does he get out? Specific, because if they're writing about it, he gets out. Specifically, Sagittarius A, which is the massive black hole at the center of the Milky Way galaxy. The leader teleported Hulk there, hoping to finally destroy his hated rival. And this makes sense. It makes sense that the leader understanding, if I go toe-to-toe battling with the Incredible Hulk, this will not come to an end. He will not rest. He's just going to get more angry. And as Hulk gets angrier, that anger makes his power grow. And eventually he gets to the point with just raw power alone, he overcomes whatever it is you're throwing at him, which is, again, why I took issue with how easily he was defeated by Thanos in Infinity War. I just think that's something that, it should have been thought through a little more. Again, movie was still good. Definitely not saying the movie wasn't good. But the leader, clearly understanding, if I'm going to battle Hulk, I'm going to have to get rid of him by teleporting him to a black hole. I mean, a black hole. Who's getting out of a black hole? Unfortunately for the leader, even the most intense gravity in existence is not enough to smash Hulk. Now, this is what I mean. You send Incredible Hulk to a black hole, which is, I'm not going to feign like I know a bunch of things about black holes, but from my limited understanding, this is supposed to be able to like collapse reality in on itself, destroy matter and all those kind of things, like the absence of anything, just things that I'm remembering being said about black holes. Not that I have some in-depth understanding, but you would think you teleport Hulk to this black hole, it's all over, right? It's a wrap. But clearly, that's not what happened. It does hurt him, however, and it makes him angry. The anger becomes power, leading to a vicious cycle of Hulk growing angrier, stronger, and larger. It takes untold eons, but he eventually acquires the raw power needed to break a singularity from the inside. If the Hulk is so powerful that he's able to break a singularity from the inside, how do you deal with such a monstrous being? This is insane. But from my understanding of Hulk, from all of the Incredible Hulk books that I've read and stories that I've read containing the Incredible Hulk, and even from looking into his character at some point, he just gets stronger as he gets angrier. Really and truly, the only way you're really going to stop the Incredible Hulk is send him away. Teleport him somewhere else. And now that I'm thinking about it, going back to my memory, I believe the Incredible Hulk landed on that other planet, leaving himself. Yeah, I believe Bruce Banner got on that ship and left himself. So it wasn't Thanos that sent him there. Which again, going back to Thanos defeating him so easily, that just should not have happened like that. This is how it could have happened. Thanos battling Hulk for 2 or 3 minutes, which would have been epic. That would have been epic. Hulk getting angrier, getting stronger, tearing up everything. Thanos throwing everything he could at him with what Infinity Stones he had on a gauntlet, realizing he's just getting stronger and stronger every time he comes back. And eventually, he's going to be able to overpower whatever I throw at him. I'm just going to teleport him to some other planet. And then Hulk ends up where he is. The Infinity Saga plays out absent Hulk. And then Marvel comes back with World War Hulk. Again, a movie doesn't have to translate one for one an exact story from the comic book to the big screen, because in the comic book, memory serves me correctly, it was the Illuminati that cast out Incredible Hulk. He ends up on this planet. I believe the planet was Scar. He ends up on a planet. Bunch of things happen. He pretty much becomes ruler of the planet, and he comes back to Earth at some point with a vengeance, ready to wreak havoc. Anyway, that could have played out that way. I think that would have been dope. So he breaks out of the singularity. Yet this is only the start of the impressive feats the Jade Giant is capable of in his new giant-sized form. With most beings in the universe dead, the sudden appearance of a giant form attracts the attention of Galactus. An epic brawl ensues, but even the power cosmic is not enough to tame the new colossal Hulk. I'll be honest with you. If Incredible Hulk is powerful enough to break free of a black hole, to break a singularity as he gets angrier and stronger, then Galactus doesn't want any smoke with the Incredible Hulk. He don't want no smoke whatsoever. So it says, indeed, the Devourer of Worlds' efforts to fight, blast, and atomize Bruce Banner's alter ego only makes him angrier. Again, goes back to what I was saying. Galactus is barely able to hold his own against this new threat, and it seems it's only a matter of time before he will lose. Yeah, Hulk has gotten stronger, bigger, and broken free of a singularity. Yeah, I don't think Galactus is going to be able to handle this. Luckily for Stupid Hat, as Hulk calls Galactus, which is hilarious, Savage Hulk with his, 1 or 2 word sentences. It's all you really need to hear. Stupid Hat. The reality altering Franklin Richards is able to send the Jade Giant back to his proper place in time. Obviously, Franklin Richards understanding there is no battling this beast right now. No matter what I throw or what I do, he's just going to get angrier and stronger until he's able to overpower me in whatever way possible. So what does he do? Teleports him somewhere else. Again, the Hulk in this form, this angry, there's really no way around it. You're going to have to teleport this dude, get him up out of here. This proved unlucky for the leader, as Richards returned him seconds after the leader originally sent him away. The issue ends with the evil genius staring at a Hulk that is several 100 feet tall and madder than ever. I'm going to tell you, I'm definitely going to have to go back in the tuck and read Hulk Smash Everything 1, 2, and 3 and get caught up, because this sounds like an incredible story. And I hope this is a hint of the return of Savage Hulk in the MCU.